Alright guys, I was just making sure that I got some top loaders before I came over. I'm going to lint roll the surface real quick. Oh my man, Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Baller did the card. He's a good luck charm around here. Give him a nice rub on the boxes before I run the lint roller, get him out of the way. Welcome some of the we have quite a few new people in the break. Love to see it. We've actually had quite a bit of new people in general. I'll just slide the camera over for 1 second so I can get underneath it as well. So I appreciate the new people joining, new people getting in breaks. Always love to see it. Welcome to the group. So hopefully you guys have some good luck. Hopefully everybody has some good luck in this one. We're going to have 4 boxes of Pristine, 6 boxes of Topps Chrome Black. I was going to say, let me pull it up. Get your autograph guesses in to get some Charm City points. Let me pull this up on my phone. And we'll get rolling. All right. Well, there's Mr. DeWalt. Second. Okay. Like I said, we have 6 Topps Chrome Black. We'll start with one of those and got enough space for everything over here. Oh, just fits perfectly. We'll start with the Topps Chrome Black. Good luck to everybody. The second half of this is up. Some people times 2. So some teams in the comments that were not taken yet, but it is just the second half of each of the cases. For the Topps Chrome Black, anybody that's not familiar with the format, it is 4 cards total, 1 encased autograph, a parallel, and 2 base cards. We're going to start off with George Springer for the Blue Jays. Nice Julio Rodriguez base card, and an orange Jonathan India to the Reds. Be an 8 out of 25 to the Reds on the Jonathan India. The Reds belong to Corey Harding. So nice hit there for Corey to start us off. J-Rod's actually a nice card going to Tony in his first break. And the autograph is going to be Roansy Contreras for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Should be in the starting rotation this year, more than likely. Into a Topps Pristine. The only thing I don't like about Topps Pristine is they put them in like a shoebox. They're so big. These are actually one of my favorite cards, though, that came out this year. I mean, I just think they're very clean looking. 3 autographs. I think for the quality to price ratio is actually pretty good. Especially with the amount of encased autographs and encased parallels you do get, so that the cards are already pretty clean. I haven't really seen too many of them getting graded, so I'm not really sure what the grading on them's like. Before we get into the pack, the encased card is going to be Matt Manning. Rookie autograph here, and I believe this is the Fresh Faces autograph going to the Tigers. And Josh King. Another guy that should be in the starting rotation for his club this year. Slide the cards out that are the refractors. We're going to have Colton Welker and Albert Pujols to the Dodgers. 16 out of 25 on the purple. Going to Kevin Britton. and the Dodgers. Slide this band off. The good old Topps mess up on these boxes. We have Eduardo Escobar, Xander Bogaerts, David Ortiz, Paul DeJong, Rod Carew, Xander Bogaerts, and the Pristine Borders, Miguel Cabrera. We're going to have Kike Hernandez. It's going to be a 13 out of 50 on the Pristine encase card. One of the Red Sox and Gabe. I have Fergie Jenkins and Lou Gehrig for the Yankees. Going to be a 23 out of 50. Going to Corey Brady in his first break, so congratulations, Corey. Throwback Lou Gehrig. Bro, these are on there. There we go. Got Mitch Haniger, Juan Soto, Jonathan India, Seth Beer, Herman Marquez, George Brett, and Pure Power Javier Baez. Still in the New York Mets. Been playing the Mets all year, but I have a Pristine Ryan Mountcastle second year going to the Orioles and Natalie. We have Manuel Rodriguez for the Cubs and Ted Williams. On the refractors. So essentially what happened is they forgot to put the refractors in the pack as well as some of the autographs. I don't know why or how that even happens. We have Jared Walsh, Alan Trammell, not Trammell. Trammell is Taylor Trammell. That's Alan Trammell. We have Justin Verlander, Kyle Schwarber, Shane Bieber, Herman Marquez, and Pristine Borders, Adrian Beltre. We're going to have Josiah Gray for the Nationals, going to Gabe Quezada. And the Nationals on the base. Pristine autograph. Which means we should have a slice of a star in here, which we do. Should be a card behind it. Oh, the card's just peeling. We have Andrew McCutchen. And we have a Paul DeJong for the Cardinals, where the card is peeling. You see how I thought it was two cards? The card is actually peeling a little bit. Going to the Cardinals and Corey Harding. I would honestly, Corey, take this and try to submit it to Topps and fill out the paperwork. DeJong has a really nice signature itself, but obviously the Cardinals have fallen sour on him no matter what his talent level is. I think he has the potential to be actually really good with the shift not being a thing, but see, they were not super satisfied with him last year based on where he was at in the lineup. McCutchen right there for the Phillies. Dylan Carlson. Mark McGuire. Aaron Judge. McGuire's actually on the A's and the Cardinals in this, depending on what type of card it is. Manuel Rivera. Kyle Lewis. Sammy Long. And Pedro Martinez on the Dominican Republic card. Corey might be watching the Bengals and Ravens game. Being that he's a Reds fan, he's probably a Bengals fan too, which is unfortunate. Oh, bonus auto. Mo Vaughn to the Red Sox. Only supposed to be 3 autographs in here. Looks like they snuck an extra one in there. Can't complain about that. Going to Big Mo Vaughn and the Red Sox. Dave Quezada. Got Liam Hendricks and Carlos Correa. Still on the Stros there. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. Got Jose Siri for the Astros, Hoy Park. JD Martinez, Gleyber Torres. Yanni Hernandez, JT Realmuto, and Salvador Perez. I'm assuming you mean Mike Yastrzemski and not Carl Yastrzemski. I don't think we're going to see a Carl. I think Carl might possibly be in something. We got Max Muncy for the Dodgers, 67 out of 75. Talk about a guy that got like no hype last year. Going to Kevin Britton is Max Muncy. I know he didn't have the best year, but no one really even talked about him at all. We have Marcus Semien, Blue Jays, because his all-star card. Then Teoscar Hernandez, also the Blue Jays. Both of their all-star cards. We got the Duke, JD Martinez, Willie Mays, Jim Thome, Verdugo, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Pristine Borders, Clayton Kershaw. So that is going to be the first box of Pristine. We have the first box of black already opened as well. Into a second box of black. Leave the auto in the box for right now. This will be easier to work with. A nice Shohei Ohtani to start us off. Starling Marte for the Mets, and Juan Yepez for the Cardinals, and Corey Harding. And that's going to be out 188 out of 199 on the Yepez. Just set him off to the side. Case autograph is going to be a Tiger. I don't know if you guys can see that or not on the camera. It's going to be second year Casey Mize going to the Tigers and Josh King. So we can put him in the back for Hernandez. Shohei and Starling Marte over there. To the second box of Pristine. What about the San Diego Padres? I'm not sure. Did the Ravens finally move the football in the game? I was watching some of it, but I mean, I know their offense is pretty anemic. Well, it looks like it's just a Matt Manning kind of night as we got a second Matt Manning on the Tigers. Going to, I'm putting in where Gray's at, even though I think Gray's a little bit pitcher than. Matt Manning. I think Gray has more upside than Manning does. Oh, it's a 2-point game now. Oh, are we going to get the slice of a star early here? We got Torrey Hunter, and we got a Joe Carter slice of a star. It'll be a 20 out of 99. Nice hit here for the Blue Jays. The legend, the Blue Jays legend from the World Series days. Good old Joe Carter going to Tony. I really love Joe Carter's autograph. I think he has one of the prettiest autographs for a guy. Hopefully it stays that pretty the older and older he gets. He seems to really take time in signing the card, signs his full name, gives it a nice good old-fashioned cursive. We got Ozzie Albies. I can just appreciate that as a collector. We have Yordan Alvarez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ryu, Tapia, Joe Carter, and Reggie Jackson Pure Power. There is 2 breaks up, by the way. There is that prospect breakup as well as, like I said, the second version of this. We have for the Nationals, Juan Soto. Going to be a 10 out of 99 going to Gabe and the Nationals. Nice hit there on the Soto. Another guy that has really, really good penmanship when it comes to signing autographs. Consistent. Always signs the same way and signs, I mean, he has a short name, but signs full name. We got Brian Reynolds and a Derek Jeter for the Yankees on the gold. Yankees checklist is loaded with autographs in both boxes, but this is a 5 out of 50 for the Yankees on the Derek Jeter, but a nice out of 50 to go with that out of 50 mantle. Got Reese Hoskins, Gavin Sheets, Joey Gallo, Cal Raleigh, Anthony Rizzo, Corbin Burns, and Pristine Borders, Mariano Rivera. Rafael Devers in his All-Star for jersey for the Pristine encased. Not numbered, just the base. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Carson Kelly. What I will say about Pristine that they do really well is you cannot tell based on just opening the box where the autographs are at. They're normally not in the same spot in every box. Got Evan Longoria, Tyler Megill, Yuli Gurriel, Casey Mize, Kike Hernandez, Ryan McMahon, and Pedro Martinez on the Pristine. Or on the Pristine Borders, I should say, not actual Pristine. Get ourselves a Nathan Eovaldi for the Red Sox. Be a 15 out of 50 going to Gabe and the Sox. You have Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the refractor and a purple Ivan Rodriguez to the Marlins. 87 out of 99 on the purple. The Pudge. Going to the Marlins and Matt Raj. We have Moncada, Curtis Terry, Eddie Rosario, Max Kranick, Albert Pujols, Nick Castellanos, and a Pristine Borders Ichiro going to the Mariners. We have Aaron Judge on the Pristine encase card, the base. We got Tony Centillion and Adam Frazier. Or I think Frazier, he signed with somebody else too, right? Because he was a free agent with the Mariners. Because he didn't re-sign with them, right? What did he go to? Baltimore? He went somewhere where I didn't understand why he would sign there, to be honest. Especially after he wanted out of the Pirates so bad. We got Jake Cronenworth, Kyle Hendricks, Justin Turner, Ichiro, Josh Donaldson, Barry Larkin, and Brandon Crawford. I have Manny Machado for the Padres, 57 out of 75. Going to Nathan Ellis and the Padres. Talk about every time. I do think Machado is pretty much bound for the Hall of Fame, especially if they can win a World Series. You've got Jared Kelenic for the Mariners and Miguel Cabrera on the refractor. I just think he started at 19 and just being the player that he is, I just think he's going to have the counting stats as well as the awards. We got Nick Solak, Wander Franco, Brandon Marsh, Andrew Vaughn, Paul Goldschmidt, Giancarlo Stanton, and pure power Dave Winfield for the Yankees. I know when it came out, the Wander Franco bases were going for like $10. I don't know. I'm sure they're probably less than that now because more of it's been open, but it's probably first week hype. Let's leave it just there. We'll top load it just in case for a base. Into some Topps Chrome Black. We'll open up 2 of them now to kind of even it out with the Pristine. We're going to have Yordan Alvarez, Ryan Velade. Behind that, we're going to have a purple mini diamonds, 124 out of 150 going to the Cubs and Eric Ballou. On the purple. So pretty good. I think that was a pretty good trade actually for the Cubs. I think both teams benefited, but I think the Cubs might end up having the winning with that Kimbrel Madrigal trade. What we're going to have for the autograph is going to be Eloy Jimenez going to the White Sox. And Mitch Schwegman was the last team taken, and he gets rewarded for closing it up. Take Casey Mize down. Jimenez is another guy, though, hasn't really... He's good, but he hasn't lived up to what I think his true potential is. I think he still has a little bit more where he can get a little bit more out of him. We'll see. New manager this year. I think Tony La Russa kind of held back some of those guys' development, which is a shame because I think the White Sox have like all the talent in the world. They just haven't put it together yet, which is kind of crazy to me, but I guess it is what it is. We have Jared Kelenic, Randy Arozarena, and Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals. 49 out of 50 going to Corey Harding. The last autograph was Eloy Jimenez, Matt. For the White Sox, the one that was out of black was Eloy Jimenez. We're going to get, for the Diamondbacks, a Seth Beer. Just the base autograph. Let's go into the Diamondbacks and Robert Sellers, who went from being really cold in breaks. I think he was saying he was 0 for 19 to pretty much hitting in every break now. So back to my theory staying true. If you grab similar teams and you consistently get in breaks, even if you have a bad break here or there, you're going to hit something. Like, your luck just cannot be that awful. The odds are not, I mean, odds are odds, but the odds are not that terrible where if you take the same type of teams or the same several teams regular basis, eventually you're going to hit stuff. We got Matt Chapman for the Oakland Athletics, 29 out of 50, going to Kevin Britton. Refractor Derek Jeter with an Enrique Hernandez, a.k.a. Kike. Behind him on the purple, 38 out of 99. Some more 55-point top loaders. I think the prospect autograph break has like 13 or 14 teams left. There's 59 autographs in it. This break, I think, is about halfway full, the second half of this. Still trying to figure out what to do with football. I posted there was interest in a divisional Spectra break, full case. I would halfway through, I would switch divisions and re-random divisions to kind of give you a little bit of a different flavor in case you got stuck with a bad division. But it is definitely pricey. I'm just trying to get interest. Somebody asked me to kind of do it that way. If not, I'm probably just going to start offering personals for football and basketball and run it that way. We have Steven Strasburg, Jose Ramirez, Luis Gonzalez McCormick, Dick Allen, Shohei Ohtani, and Fernando Tatis Jr. on the Pure Power. Looks like Matt Manning and Eloy Jimenez are both going to double up on autographs here. Going to White Sox and Mitch Swegman on the base autograph on the EJ. Mariano Rivera. And for the Braves, popular demand, Ronald Acuna Jr., 2 out of 5. Going to the Braves. And Michael Becker. So back-to-back big Acuna hits for the guy. NT last night got an Acuna booklet. This time he gets the popular demand patch autograph, 2 out of 5. Nice hit there. Matt Manning will have to be displaced. For Ronald Acuna, we'll have to shift everybody over. Don't have the sideways space we need. Big hit right there, 2 out of 5. We're going to have DJ LeMahieu, Nolan Arenado, Max Muncy, Salvador Perez, Nolan Arenado, Conforto, and Miggy on the Pristine borders. Got a Pristine in case Chuck Nasty, a.k.a. Charlie Blackmon, going to Julia in her first break. Freddie Freeman on the refractor, and Jesse Winker still in his Reds uni. Michael Brantley, Clemente, Matt Chapman, Walker Buehler, Bryce Harper, Josiah Gray, and Pristine Borders, Clayton Kershaw. I have a Fernando Tatis Jr. All-Star game, and that's going to be a 26 out of 75 going to Tatis Jr. and the Padres. Nathan Ellis. We have Rodolfo Castro, and then we have Alex Rodriguez for the Rangers. 61 out of 99. One of the Rangers and Dave Klosick. Randy Johnson, Javier Baez, Zach Wheeler, Ketel Marte, Kyle Gibson, Mike Schmidt, and Pristine Borders, Adrian Beltre. Still got an autograph coming out of this box. It's going to be a redemption. I cannot remember who the redemptions are in this. It's going to be an autographed Pristine parallel of O'Neal Cruz going to the Pittsburgh Pirates. I thought he signed in this, though. Because I think... Oh, maybe it came back right away. Because I thought Dave Klosick got one from the Pirates that he signed already. Going to Ryan Lewis and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So another O'Neal Cruz, and that's back-to-back breaks for him as well. He was in the NT break last night. We got Sammy Sosa on the refractor and Max Kranick. 8 out of 99. Purple. Got Nelson Cruz, Lou Gehrig, Andrew Benintendi, Greg Maddux, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, and Vidal Brujan on the Fresh Faces parallel. We have an encased Pristine Kyle Lewis, one of the Mariners. Really curious how they're going to handle Kyle Lewis going forward. I feel like their outfield's kind of loaded and they don't need him. So, got Jake Berger on the refractor and Freddie Peralta. Peralta's the Brewers. We got Whit Merrifield, Freddie Peralta, Nolan Ryan, John Schmaltz, Reggie Jackson, Mike Trout, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the Pure Power. That's going to wrap up the third Pristine Hobby Box. Had that big Acuna Jr. hit in it. Did he get traded to the Diamondbacks? We have Joey Votto, Freddie Freeman, and we have Javier Baez for the Tigers on the Atomic Green 20 out of 99. Sorry, I was about to say cracked ice, but that's Panini on the Baez. Going to have a rookie. It's going to be Colton Welker going to the Rockies. And Julia in her first break in the group. Congratulations, the base Colton Welker. Let's get into the last box at Topps Chrome Black. And I can already promise you the other half of that case has to be loaded with color when it comes to the autos. Because I think the autographs have been, I think they're all 5 base autographs. So, just pull this one out. I mean, this one's going to have some color, but typically from the other 2 cases we opened, it's like a 5 or 6 and 6 color to base. So, just so you guys know, Jose Altuve, Wilson Contreras. Not saying that's exactly what it's going to be. Shohei Ohtani of the Angels, 132 out of 199. Nice parallel going to Tom Giuliano. Probably is the proper way to say that. We have Cedric Mullins, 28 out of 50, going to the Orioles, and Natalie. So we'll put him up for Jonathan India. Parallel. Let's get into the last box of Pristine and the last box of the break. Start us off with the Duke on the Pristine encase card. Chipper Jones on the refractor and Manny Ramirez. Two great sluggers from the 90s and 2000s. It's crazy how good Manny Ramirez's numbers are in his prime. We have Yadier Molina, Freddie Freeman, Pedro Martinez, Christian Yelich, JT Realmuto, Whit Merrifield, and Fernando Tatis Jr. on the fresh faces. And we're going to have a Jared Kelenic autograph. Just the base, but going to the Mariners. And Tony. Throop? That's how you say your last name? Hopefully he has a bounce-back season. Like I said, I think some of these lefties with no shift is going to play pretty well. We got Zach Gallen and behind Slice of a Star. None other than the German, Max Kepler. Going to Austin Fishbach. Troop. Okay. On the Slice of a Star patch autograph. The world's #1 Max Kepler collector, Austin Fishbach. Austin's not a Max Kepler. It seems to be on anything that's not like Bowman. It seems to be the autographs he gets out from the Twins. If Max Kepler's in the checklist, notch one up for Austin. I was gonna say. For anybody that's new, just kind of a running joke I have with him. We have Matt Vierling, Ozzie Albies, Jared Walsh, Hank Aaron, Matt Olson, Ivan Rodriguez, Roberto Clemente on the Pristine borders. I have an Austin Meadows out of 50 for the Rays. It's going to be a 13 out of 50. Going to Chris Arndt. Got Joey Votto for the Reds and an Aaron Judge out of 50. All-Star card going to the Yankees. And Corey Brady, 3 out of 50 on the Judge. Can go with Jeter and Gehrig, as I'm sure he'll become an all-time great with those 62 homers this year. I think he's just etching Yankees history as a great, whether or not they win a World Series with him on the team. We have Al Kaline, Connor Wong, Babe Ruth, Trevor Story, Ernie Banks, Jacob deGrom, and Rod Carew on the Pristine borders. Got my man Big Mac, Mark McGwire going to the Cardinals, and Corey Harding on the Pristine encase card. O'Neal Cruz on the refractor, and Jackie Robinson behind him for the Dodgers. You got Julio Urias, Christy Mathewson, Trey Mancini, Tony Gwynn, Max Kepler, Zach Wheeler, and Cabrian Hayes. I think somebody guessed this. We can get our last guy, and it's going to be Frank, the Big Hurt Thomas. It's going to be a 50 out of 50, the bookend going to the White Sox. And Mitch Schwegman. I think somebody guessed Frank Thomas, right? I think Robert was talking about Alec Thomas. He's the Diamondbacks. We have Francisco Lindor and Mike Zunino. 8 out of 25 going to the Tampa Bay Rays and Chris Arndt. I think Zunino went and signed somewhere else, or he's still a free agent. One of the two. I don't think he's with the Rays anymore. Got Ronald Acuna Jr., Ryan Sandberg, Mookie Betts, Luis Gil, Rafael Devers, Lance Lynn, and Jesse Winker on the Pure Power. Going to get for the Giants, Christy Mathewson. Be a 70 out of 75. Pitch for the New York Giants. Still going to Austin Fishbach and the Giants, though. Look, I don't care who wins that game, Matt. I equally hate both teams. We got Sixto Sanchez. We have Enrique Hernandez going to the Red Sox on the purple out of 99. And Gabe, 45 out of 99. And last pack is going to be Mike Zunino, Chris Bryant, Shohei Ohtani, Wade Boggs, Mark Canha, Eddie Murray, and the pristine border, Sammy Sosa. The Dominican flag. Let's do a recap of the hits. There's a bunch of numbered, a bunch of encased cards. So we have Albert Pujols for the Dodgers to start us out of 25. The blue Max Muncy encased. Enrique Hernandez on the gold encased. Ryan Mountcastle base pristine. Juan Yepez on the refractor out of 199. Fernando Tatis Jr. blue. Base Chuck Nasty on the pristine. Enrique Hernandez purple. Matt Chapman gold for the Athletics. Dylan Carlson's going to be out of 50. For the Cardinals, Nick Madrigal for the Cubs out of 150 on the purple mini diamonds. I have Manny Machado on the blue, and I think these are out of 75, not 99. Aaron Judge on the base pristine. Ivan Rodriguez on the purple out of 99. Evaldi out of 50 on the encased. Evaldi was an all-star that year for the Red Sox, I guess. We have Rafael Devers on the base pristine. Another Enrique Hernandez. Probably should just try to do the rainbow, Gabe, to be honest. 45 out of 99. Christy Mathewson on the blue out of 99. Mike Zunino out of 25. Mark McGwire on the pristine base. Austin Meadows on the gold pristine encased. The Duke Snyder going to the Dodgers on the pristine base. Going to have out of 25 Jonathan India for the Reds. The refractor, Shohei Ohtani out of 199. Javier Baez on the atomic green out of 99. Kyle Lewis on the encased base. Max Kranick on the purple. And Alex Rodriguez on the purple, both of which are going to be out of 99. And that is the numbered non-autograph hits other than the 3 Yankees that were out of 50. Jeter, Lou Gehrig, and Judge in the All-Star jersey, all out of 50. I don't think any of them were a number match. 5 out of 50 on the Jeter. I thought Jeter might have been a 2, but it was a 5. Let's get into the autographs. We're going to have Joe Carter, slice of a star. 20 out of 99 going to the Blue Jays, and that's going to Tony Ray. Max Kepler, just the base slice of a star with some bat memorabilia. They're going to Austin Fishbach and the Twins. Jared Kelenic, base autograph on the Pristine, going to the Mariners and Tom. And then we're going to, not Tom, Tony. I apologize, not Tom. Wrong T name. We have Colton Welker going to Julia on the base out of Topps Chrome Black. Mo Vaughn, Pure Power, insert autograph going to the Red Sox and Gabe. Matt Manning, fresh faces with another Matt Manning base. Both of them base out of the 2 series that he does have autographs in, going to the Tigers and Josh King. We're going to have Eloy Jimenez ×2 on the black and on the Pristine autograph, going to the White Sox and Mitch Schwegman. We have Roansy Contreras going to the Pirates and Ryan Lewis. Casey Mize going to the Tigers and Josh King. I have Paul DeYoung going to the Cardinals and Corey Harding. In the back row, we have a base Seth Beer going to Robert Sellers. Cedric Mullins, 28 out of 50, going to the Orioles and Natalie. Josiah Gray going to the Nationals on the Encase Pristine base. O'Neal Cruz Redemption going to Ryan Lewis and the Pittsburgh Pirates on the base. I guess we'll go with Frank Thomas going to the White Sox and Mitch Schwegman. That's going to be a 50 out of 50, the bookend. Nice Hall of Famer hit there. We got Juan Soto for the Nationals going to Gabe, 10 out of 99 on the encased card. And then the big hit of the break, Ronald Acuna Jr., popular demand, 2 out of 5 going to Michael Becker and the Braves. Congratulations to everybody that hit. For everybody that didn't, better luck next time. I hope you guys have a good night. If any of the other 2 baseball breaks fill up, as long as they fill up before 11:30 p.m., I will run them. If they fill up later, we'll run them tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night and be safe if nothing else fills up.